friends, and welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. We have another Christmas video for you, one of our last, so stay tuned for that. But before we go, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda and this is my sleepy Oliver, and if you're returning, well, you know what I'm gonna say, you're the best. So with all of that being said, let's get to crafting.
Okay, DIY number one. So I had this angel. I found this spring at a thrift store. I got it for $1.98. And I love the rusticness of it, but I wanted to just do something different. So I'm going to use my staple remover here and remove the wings. And then I'm going to remove the wire that was around its neck. I'm going to sand it off because there was some glitter in it. And I just wanted to give it a good sanding because I wanted to paint the whole thing and make it all one color because the sides and the back were brown. Then I'm going to paint it with Waverly chalk paint in the color Snow White. And after I was done with that, I took these hearts that I had in my stash and I'm going to paint them with Waverly chalk paint in the color Snow White as well. And I paint front and back on both of those, as well as the edges. I wanted it to be completely white. And then I'm going to take this gold cording from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to just hot glue it all around my little hearts here. And I use that little spatula you see there to push that cording right down in the middle of the heart. But after that, I'm going to take this beautiful gold lace I got this year from Amazon. It was just gorgeous and I ordered it. I'm going to glue it down the side of my angel, and then I'm going to glue the hearts to the back of the angel. These are now the wings, and after I have them hot glued, I'm going to take my stapler. I'm just going to put some staples in it just to give it some more sturdiness. And then I'm going to take that wire that I took off and I'm going to make a halo. So I'm just going to wrap it around my fingers a little bit there, kind of try and smooth it out, make it a little more round. And then I'm going to take the long tail that I had, I'm going to twist it together, those two parts. I will cut it off at the length that I want. And after that, I am going to play around a little bit, make sure that it's a little more rounded. And then I'm going to take some more of that cording and I'm just going to hot glue it to the tip of the tail part there. And then I'm just going to wrap it, and I'm going to wrap the whole tail. I'm going to wrap the round part. The whole halo is going to be wrapped with that cord. Then I'm going to just hot glue it to the back of my angel. Oh wait, no, I'm hot gluing the end of that cording. Then I'm going to hot glue it to the back of my angel, just like you see. Oops, it kind of fell off there. And then I'm going to take my stapler and staple right over it just to help secure it a little bit more. I took these are like 1/2-inch wood letters that I got from Amazon, and I'm going to use my Decor Americana. I don't know. It's metallic gold, glorious gold, and I painted those letters. And then I'm just going to use my Type Bond quick and thick multi-surface glue, and I'm going to brush that on the back of my letters. I'm using my little ruler to try to help me keep it even. When it was moving around, it was a little challenging there. But anyways, I'm just going to glue all those letters on the bottom part of my angel, and it says joy to the world. See, my ruler kept moving on me. I'm like, oh my goodness, this was probably not even worth doing. But then I'm going to take some more of that gold cording. I'm going to wrap it around my angel's neck. I'm going to come back around and I'm going to tie it and just going to make a little bow. And then I decided I wanted some greenery. I just thought I love the white and the gold. And I'm not a gold person, but I don't know what it is with gold this year, but I just loved it on this angel. So I took some of these are picks from a candle wreath from Hobby Lobby, and I just gonna hot glue them on right underneath the bow. And then I'm gonna add 3 pine cones right in the middle. And then I'm going to add some of those little berries that I get from Amazon. I cut off the little stems, and I'm just going to glue some around those pine cones. And that is all. I just love how this came out. It is so pretty, and it shows what you can do with thrifted items.
December 4th, here we are. This is another Christmas video. I'm wrapping it up. I've got I think one more planned before I do Christmas gift ideas. So we're wrapping it up. We're getting close to the end. It makes me sad. It really makes me sad. But at the same time, you know, when we start getting close to the end of the season, I do kind of start welcoming something different. Even though I love Christmas and I love Christmas crafting, after a while, I kind of feel like I need a little break to get creative again. Otherwise, I start thinking of this or that. I'm like, well, I've already done that, or I've done something similar. And so, yeah, when we get close to the end of the season, I think I start getting ready. But I'm still very sad because I did at the beginning of October when we started Christmas crafts. I had so many ideas, and some of those I still haven't done. And I don't know if I'm going to get them done. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I've got a couple more videos. But anyways, if you're new, I hope you enjoy today's video. I hope you all enjoy today's video, whether you're new or not new. But I would love it if you enjoy home decor on a budget, if you'd hit that red subscribe button and become part of our YouTube family. And let me know in the comment box that you're new here. I'd love to get to know you. And again, I always like to take this time to thank all my subscribers and all my viewers that come back and watch me on a regular basis. It means the world to me, and I appreciate you guys all so very much. And silly dog. Anyways, so I'm going to quit this chatting and let's just continue on with the video.
Okay, DIY number 2. So I'm going to take this frame I got from a thrift store. It was normally $25.99 from Hobby Lobby. I got it for $1.48. I got it at the same time I got that angel. And I just loved the shape of it, and I knew I wanted to do something with it. So I'm just going to clean it. I just sprayed it with some alcohol, rubbing alcohol. I'm just going to clean it really good because it just felt really grimy. Then I'm going to tape it off. I'm going to tape off the frame part, and I'm going to paint the middle of it with my Waverly chalk paint in the color Snow White. Once that was dry, I taped off the middle and I painted the frame part of it with Waverly chalk paint in the color Hazelnut. And yes, you know what I'm going to do with that hazelnut color. I've got to do some gingerbread, right? Anyways, once that was all dry, I'm going to take my Mod Podge. I'm going to put it all over the middle of my sign here. I'm going to brush it all on, and then I am going to let it dry. While it was drying, I have this picture I got. This is on rice paper. I got this from decoupagenapkin.com. I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, and I never used it. And I just thought it was so adorable, and I wanted to use it in this frame. So I laid it down. I covered it with parchment paper to protect that paper, and then I'm using my heat press to go over it, which reactivates that Mod Podge and causes the paper to stick. And that instruction is for those who've never seen me do this before, because I do this all the time, and you probably get tired of hearing me talk about it. Anyways, I'm going to go over it with a little bit more Mod Podge just to give it that protective coat. And then I'm going to take some of this red cording that comes from Hobby Lobby. It's just like the gold, but it's red. And I'm going to hot glue it all along the inside part of my frame. And I'm doing this because the next step, I'm going to add some red velvet, but it wasn't quite white enough. And I wanted to kind of get away from some of that white. So that's why I added that gold or that red trim. But I'm just going to take this as a red velvet ribbon from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to glue it around my picture here. Oh my gosh, I just love this. And then after that, I'm going to take some more of that red cording, and I'm just going to go around the outside part of the frame. I'm just going to follow, it has a little groove there, and I'm just going to go all along that groove with my hot glue and that red cording. And then I took some of these, I think these came from Hobby Lobby, these little gingerbread people. They are adorable. I'm just going to glue one on each corner just to kind of cover up where I attach those ribbons together. And I'm not going to do anything else to it because that picture is so stinking cute. I didn't want to detract from it. And I just love this. And in fact, if it wasn't for the way I laid the ribbon, I probably wouldn't have put these gingerbread people on there. But anyways, I then took the hanger off because it was on the wrong end. And man, they were really on there. I was having a heck of a time. I had to use my pliers to turn my little screwdriver there because I just couldn't get it. But once I got that all unscrewed and removed, I'm just going to mark where I'm going to place my screws. I laid it where I wanted it, mark it, and then I'm going to put my screws in and add that hanger. And there it is. I just love this picture. And again, another thing to add to my kitchen. Oh my goodness, you guys, I've got too much gingerbread. I gotta stop. Okay, it is a time for a celebration of your recreations. And we have these adorable Rudolphs that Michelle made. I love them. Man, you guys really doing good with those Rudolphs. And then Renee and her son Cameron made all of these fun things. Cameron made the chimney with the Santa Claus. Great job. And then Liz made this pretty board. I love it. Thank you so much, you guys, for sharing your projects. And if you have something that you've created that you would like me to showcase, you can email me pictures. It's at rusticandlacediy@gmail.com, or you can send them to me through Instagram or Facebook Messenger. Okay, DIY number 3. So I found this box at a thrift store. I don't know when. I forgot I even had it. I found it hidden in my closet in my craft room. It was $1.99 at Goodwill, and I thought I could do something with this. So I'm going to use my Glue Gun to get that sticker off because it was sticky. But then I just, I'm going to cut off this rope because the rope looked very sad on it. And then I cleaned it really well with some alcohol, and then I'm going to sand it because it was really kind of rough. So I'm just taking my zip sander or finger sander here and giving it a good sanding. I'm sanding off the front so that the words didn't come through. And I'm just going to sand it, and boy, did I make a mess. And then once I was done, I wiped it all off, and then I'm going to paint it with my Waverly chalk paint in the color Crimson. Now, you've probably seen a million of these made. I've never made one, and I thought, you know what? Why not just do it? So I created this stencil with my Cricut using Frisco stencil vinyl, and I'm just going to add it to the front of my box. And I probably should have, I don't know why, but I should have maybe added some Mod Podge first because, you'll see what happens. Anyways, I'm going to go over it with my Waverly chalk paint in the color Snow White, and I'm just going to use my stencil brush to pounce it all on over my wording. I use my dryer to dry it because normally when I do that, it doesn't pull up the paint, but it did this time. It really pulled up the paint, as you can see. So I removed all the vinyl and I touched it all up with my red and white paint. And once it was dry, I took some of this beautiful ribbon that Kathy Jo sent me last year, I think it was, and I'm finally using some of it. I love it. I'm going to tie a knot on the ends. I just thread it through the hole, tied a little knot. I didn't measure how long this was. I just was kind of eyeballing it. I didn't want it to be too big, but I wanted it to show. And I'm just going to tie knots on the end. I did that on both just to make a little ribbon handle, and then filled it up with some hot cocoa and some cups. And I just love this. I think it's so cute. My husband's going to kill me. He's going to say, "One more thing on the counter." Oh, I gotta quit, you guys. I gotta quit. Okay, DIY number 4. Not quit this. I mean, quit making stuff and keeping it. Okay, I have this board. It said Mrs. on the front. You could tell where it said Mrs. And on the back, I don't know why they had all these staples on the back, but I'm going to remove it. I got it for $1.98. I have no idea when I got it. It's been sitting in my closet for a while. So some of you mentioned thrifted items, and I thought, I really need to start going through some of my thrifted items that I have sitting in my closet. So when I saw this, I'm like, okay, I want to use this. So I sanded it all off, and then again, I painted with hazelnut. Again, another gingerbread item. These papers I got last year from Temu, and they are just so stinking adorable, and I've been wanting to use one, and I thought, okay, now is the time. So I cut that page out, and I'm going to use my Aleene's tacky glue. I decided I didn't want to really do decoupage. I don't know why. I just wasn't feeling in the mood, and I thought this would be faster and easier. So I'm just going to use my tacky glue. I should have smoothed it out a little bit because you can kind of feel the glue lines, but that's okay because you know what? This is gingerbread, and I'm going to keep it. Because it's gingerbread and I don't have enough. Oh my gosh. Anyways, after that was on, I took some Chanel stems from Hobby Lobby, and I thought it had red ones, but I don't. So I took this metallic-y stems from Dollar Tree, and I twisted them together, and then I'm going to hot glue them right over that. I kind of thought about maybe taking some antique wax over that white. And I probably should have, but still, there's still white on the picture. But anyways, I still like how this came out. So I'm just going to hot glue it all around my picture here, and then just kind of frame it in so that you don't see all those rough edges. And then after that, I am just going to take some little peppermints that I got from Amazon this year. I just love these. I've used them so much. I'm going to glue one on each corner, and then I'm going to take some more of that ribbon that I used for the box because it's so pretty and I thought all the colors match perfectly, and I'm just going to staple it into the back of my sign for a hanger, and that's all I did for this. I love it. It's so simple but so pretty. That image is just adorable. I love it. I hope you do too, and I hope this gives you some ideas of what to look for when you're out thrifting and what you can do with your thrifted items. Here is the final reveal of everything. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did and you're new here, make sure you subscribe before you go. Make sure you guys like, comment, hype, all that fun stuff. I will be back again on Monday for Just Our Imagination. And stay tuned at the end if you want to see Oliver's reaction to some snow that we got. So with all of that, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Oh no, Oliver. Oh. Well, there's not really any on the ground, except for the grass. Come on. We got a little snow this morning. I don't think it's enough to bother Oliver. I don't know where I'm gonna get a shot of him going to the bathroom, I guess. He's hiding. Oh. He must know. Oh, there he is. He's just peeing. And he's staying on the grass. Let's see if he comes on the snow. Come on, Oliver. Come play in the snow. Oliver, come here. Come here. He growled at me. Come here. Come here. Come over on this snow. Come here. Oliver, what's this? What's this? What is that? What is that? Is that snow? Is that snow? He doesn't like it. He does not like the snow. Usually if it's on our cement, we have to really coax him to go out.